Okay. Oh yeah, there's this event. I didn't even start it yet. Yeah, I think for the most part I'm just gonna go for the Spiral Abyss, just show that, and do the other stuff on my own time. Because it's basically rinse and repeat on all the other stuff, so...
Come on! Show me your courage!
I don't think anybody wants to see all that.
Don't mind if I do! Let's do this then!
Everlasting as the moon! Transfixed!
Yeah, I'm good.
Into the wind! Fallen leaves, adorn my... One with nature.
That's how much easier Kazuha makes it. So normally you'll see me just attacking only with Arlecchino, but if I have Kazuha act in as well, makes it tons easier.
Alright,
Put it all good aside.
that was quick!
Prepare yourself! I will!
See, like most of the time I could just finish him off as fast as possible, but I like the whole wickety whack approach where you just keep whacking at him. It's more of me like just playing around.
This is where you fall.
Alright, anyways. Spiral Biz. Because I still haven't done it. And this stuff in the beginning, I'm dumb enough to always ignore it. So basically don't have a water team in the first one. Alright. I seem to be forgetting. Let's see. I forgot the teams that I normally go with. I don't know why. I just... Oh my gosh. My brain. Because it's definitely not Nyla's team. Is that what I normally do? And I don't know why I like have totally spaced on what I normally do. Why do you make me fight a whole bunch of babies? That's messed up.
With all my strength. Hold the line. Protect you with steam.
Remember, health comes first. A bitter pill to swallow.
So the first ones all fight all their babies? Why? Seems kind of messed up.
Here. Allow me.
Mind the side effects. Seems like an emergency.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Yeah, it was a waste of a burst.
Overruled.
Of course, I gotta fight their babies all over again.
Hold the line.
How are you backing up, sir?
A bitter pill to swallow.
Protect you with steam.
Remember, health comes...
Not sure why that was much easier than they normally put it. Okay, so no water on the first one.
Everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
How about this? Take it.
I won't even change a character. Take that.
Position.
Your journey ends here, Lord of Sand. Your
Mind the side
sacrifice
effects.
is ready.
Taking a turn for the better.
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Okay, waste of a burst again. Gosh darn.
Come on!
That was right. Make yourselves at home.
Okay.
Now you shall perish!
This is order. Yes, you are.
Grow, grow, grow!
Yeah, I'm good.
Skippy. Let's skip down.
Finally, some target practice. Pressure will
Allow me.
embrace a storm!
Protect you with stealing!
Where do you think you're going? Goodbye. But we'll not yet. Right, let's finish this fast.
Let's hope you put up with it.
That was quick. This
New?
is where you overruled.
Let's return a little.
Illusion shattered.
A little bit of Electro and Pyro sometimes. And juggle them in the air, I guess.
Positions.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Protect you with stealing.
Busted. Game's up. Fun's over.
Sure, a lot of enemies in the first half. Mirror Maiden. Okay, but she's not water. Okay. It's a crocodile. Ah, Wave Shuttler. So it does seem like Hydro. On both of them. Yeah, because the Wave Shuttler's on the first one as well, but there's a level 92 on the other one. Interesting. But, whatever. We'll just go with the same approach. I do have other teams I could go for. Oh. Hi. Hi, Sahiba. Do you mean like show through the character thing? I'll have to show it after the spiral dose. If you're looking at the build.
Everlasting as the moon.
But yeah, I'll show you the build after the spiral dose.
Let's hope you put up with it. Finish this.
Committed to memory. Sharing my knowledge.
Out of the way.
Shine down.
Blown away.
Inazuma shines eternal.
I will have order. Yes, you are.
Ah, I forgot this was the defend the monolith thing. I was letting them damage it too much.
With all my strength. All eyes on me.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
There we go. Try to keep them off of the monolith for the last 10%. Nila's very good as long as you have a Hydro and Dendro team. Level 80. Yeah, she's very good for it though. So, let's see. Flutters knows more about it than I do, but for the most part I have Kazuha and Baido. built for the Nilo composition, the team, because Kazuha gets healed by her Dendro cores as opposed to Nahida getting destroyed by it. And Bido can heal and has his Dendro shield, so he's totally fine. It's just if you have Nahida, she dies really fast to Nyla. But yeah, if you don't want to risk, you know, quick death by her Dendro cores, then go with I forgot his name already. But Bido, and the other one starts with a K.
Now you shall perish.
Well, it's more like just go with 3 Hydro and 1 Dendro. Only 1 Dendro, so you can go with Nahida or Technori.
Where are you? Rusty, leave it. The statue was seen.
Taking a turn for the better.
Game's up. Fun's over.
This body.
Take it easy. Quietly now.
So what you do is you press the E skill 3 times, you'll see she does the dance. And you'll see the Hydro ring around Bido right now.
Emergency.
You want that active
Quietly now.
before you do any Dendro, so that it starts doing Dendro cores. Hopefully that makes sense. So Nilo, E skill 3 times, so she finishes her dance. The Hydro ring will appear around her, the ring of water, and then you have Dendro start to react with it to create the Dendro cores. Then switch to anybody else as soon as you put Dendro on there, and just keep whacking. And then, you know, when the Hydro ring goes away, just reset it.
This way, Turtle. The Temple of Wisdom.
There is no
Solidify!
everlasting as the moon.
Yes, you are.
Overruled.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Order guide you.
Committed to memory.
Hopefully that helps out.
This way, Turtle.
Illusion shattered.
Share my knowledge.
Hi, Mira. Or Mora. Yeah, I'll show you after Spiral Abyss for what the current build is.
Laid bare.
With all my strength.
Come on! We're having so much
Allow me.
fun!
The statue was seen.
Busted. Gotcha. Here comes the cash.
Ah, yeah. I knew you. Okay.
Covenant of the Deep. Dance with the waves. Here.
Stop breathing me.
The statue was seen.
Taking a turn for the better.
Quietly now.
Wait, am I already on floor 12? Ah, you know what? Now that I got the floor 12, I could just back out of it to show you. So, of course, her weapon, the key of Kajnasu, or however you say that. C2 right in. That's pretty good. Consolations are actually kind of hard to get, so you get any consolations, that's pretty good. So what Flutter said was to do the Gilded Dreams set, and then you make sure, I think your HP is supposed to be as high as possible. So that's what you're aiming for on the major stat. So you'll see how the circlet, the goblet, and the sands They're all HP on the major stat, the major attribute. The minor attributes, trying to do, you know, elemental mastery or HP or something. It's not the best set, like the best setup for the set, because of how the randomness is of leveling up artifacts. But the major thing is increase her HP. Of course, with the feather, it's always attack as the major attribute. But you see how the percentage is also HP? Make sure that's there. And then the same for the actual HP. The HP for the flower is always just an HP like flat rate. Yeah, the best set is the Gilded Dreams. At least as far as what we built it as. But it might change over time, and it probably already changed maybe, because there's like a whole bunch of new sets and whatnot. So the whole thing is, I think Nilao, you don't really need to do all the rest of her constellations. Just make sure you get her up to C2 if you're ever able to. Because that's like what does with the whole Dendro resistance, decrease and whatnot for the enemies and stuff like that for the Dendro cores. The other stuff is just kind of like superfluous to her attacking and whatnot. We don't know. You don't need Nilao herself to be attacking. She's more a support. Ah, yeah, C2, Z0. Yeah, if you ever get it, try to get the C2, but constellations are kind of hard to get as it is. And you'll see how I only crowned her on the E skill. Even Flutter's told me it doesn't really matter for her actual attack. And this one is mainly just a Hydro. Her burst just applies Hydro. That's its main use. Just Hydro application. But her E skill is the most important. That's why I crowned that one. That makes sense? So for the two supports, at first I did build her with Yayao for as a Dendro support on the Nilao team. But then I actually switched over to Kave. Yeah, Kave, sorry. It wasn't Kazuha, it was Kave. I think I said the wrong name before. Kave heals from her Dendro cores as opposed to getting destroyed by them like Nahida would. So, I have mailed flower on him. I can't remember why. But for Kave, Flower of Paradise, I believe, Paradise Lost, is the one to go for. And basically just trying to combo him with Nilao, so Elemental Mastery, so that you can do the Dendro and Hydro applications together. Yeah, Nahida more so than Tignari is what you want to go for. So Nahida is built. You have her weapon, 1,000 Floating Dreams. For her, the Deepwood Memories. Because between that one and the other set that's in that nation, like you need like Deepwood Memories in the other one, like at least one of the Dendro on the team to have Deepwood Memories or something like that. To provide the resistance, I think. Yeah, I don't know if Millilith and the other one work for Nilo. Flutters knows more about it than I do in that regard. But I would say no. Because you do want the 4-piece set things to be applied to somebody usually. So that you get the bigger increase on whatever you're trying to increase. Actually my Tignari is not built at all. So you actually probably have a better Tignari than I do. So that C1 Tignari is probably better than mine. And you'll see I crown Nihida in all ways, because Nihida is pretty much one of the best Dendros. Just make sure you get Deepwood Memories on there with, like, crit rates, elemental, recharge, mastery, whatever. That's a secret. That's a secret, it's a Hiba. You'll see my Tignari is only level 70. I have Veer Distant Hunt. I don't have his actual weapon. And can't remember if I actually got his. You'll see a lot of it's level 0. Like I barely built him. Okay, I guess I am C6. Somehow. I don't know how. But you see these are definitely not built. I don't even remember how to add somebody as a friend. Nope, player not found. Might be a different server than what I'm on. Eight 6 608. Yep, I guess that didn't go. Yep, I'm definitely not on the Asia server. It's over in the American, North America, US. That's most likely why I'm not on the same server. Sorry about that. Yep. That's definitely it though, you're on the Asia server. Okay, well, since I do have Yao Yao built too, you'll see the Dendro. I do have Deepwood Memories as well. So usually for Dendro, you want at least one of the Dendro characters on a team to have Deepwood Memories for now. I think it has changed because of one of the Fontaine artifact sets, but I can't remember. So that's a little bit more information on that one. Although Flutters would probably correct me if she was here. She'd be like, no, you're wrong. So yeah, if you get an ELAB team going, very easy to control. Very easy to build up damage and whatnot. As opposed to Child, where Child you have to make sure he has 100% crit rate because it becomes useless if he's not. Because you want to apply Riptide at all times. You mean like all characters all C6? Because I definitely do not. I do have like specific characters in which I have gone out of my way to do like C6 and whatnot. Like Child. Child is C6. And Yao Yao was C6 as well. Mainly, it goes off of my preference for if I like the character at first. I build down my favorite characters, and then further down. Flutters more so does perfect teams, so she's better at it than me. Oh, my Hutao? Yes, my Hutao is built out. She has a Staff of Homa, Crimson Flame of Witch, in order to do, I think it was like HP stuff and crit damage. I forget. But her artifacts are not built out correctly. And I definitely don't use her correctly. With Hutao, you definitely want her to like be in a critical state to where she's almost dead, and then her power will be greatly increased. And I definitely do not do that when I fight with her. But you'll see I did crown her entirely. So for her, mainly it's something to do with the Crimson Witch of Flames artifact set. You mean like the details list? This? It's mainly her HP. That's what it was. Her HP. You want her HP to be like as high as possible. Because if it's as high as possible, it lets her survive and also get like better, easier access to that higher damage when she's at lower health.
Toodaloo.
That makes sense?
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh.
Oh yeah, you'll see how my artifacts are not built out correctly and that her crit rate's too low. So for crit rate and crit damage, what you're aiming for is normally 100% crit rate, and in order to access the crit rate, hitting.
Toodaloo.
And then 200% on crit damage, because anything over 200% crit damage is pointless. So 100% crit rate, 200% crit damage is normally what you're aiming for.
Churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh.
Yeah, see, your husband has much better crit rate and crit damage than I do. I definitely did not build her artifact correctly for the longest time. And I got distracted by other builds, and that's why I never got it 100%.
Toodaloo.
Yeah, so your husband's Hutao could definitely do a whole lot more than mine. Alright, let's see if we can get the floor 12. Oh, you mean Hutao? Like which artifacts are best with her? Oh, okay. I'll complete the Abyss. Yeah, so mainly when I use the Nilao team, I try not to go into the Hydro fights, because then it just depends on the Dendro application. So this is why, like in the second half, I'll begin to avoid the second half with Nilo. That's why when I take a peek at this, I say, okay, where are the Hydro enemies? Because that's what I'm trying to avoid. And the problem is, now the gluttonous Yunkusar is on the first one, and he actually desires you to, use Pyro, so that you can light the fruit that falls. I don't know if the fruit's going to fall in the Spiral Abyss, but normally that's what you do. But then again, Perpetual and Mechanical Array, I like to have Raiden Shogun go against him, so I'll probably just go with that, and we'll see if it works. It may or may not. So, Spiral Abyss, if you want to, if you miss stars and whatnot, just go back in there and complete it. Like again and again and again and again. Struggle. It's all about the struggle.
With all my strength, rest and reap.
A bitter pill to swallow. Seems like an emergency.
Busted. Things are about to get dicey.
Taurus, bring review. This dance is for you.
Mind the side effects.
Gotcha. Busted.
Taking a turn for
I would hope so. I get a lot of information incorrect,
Game's up.
so take it with a grain of salt, because Flutters does know better than I do.
Here. Allow me.
a bitter pill to swallow. Mind the side effects.
Gotcha.
Billowing surge. Positions. Dance with the waves.
A bitter pill to swallow. Remember, health comes first.
Quietly now. Here comes the cash.
Alright, so that's definitely the wrong team to go against that. So I think they are cutting out my Nilo team, which is kind of sad. So let's see. I would want fire to be on the first one, so Pyro. I could take Milani. Why not? But first we'll take Kazuha. Wherever he is. I forget where he is. He's up there. You still need a pyro character? And then we'll take June. So, Yaemiko? Because Yaemiko and Arlecchino are kind of like interchangeable. Then I could do that. And we'll see if that works. Might be still of a struggle, but whatever.
Transfixed. Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds.
knows me.
Everlasting as the moon. The overruled.
Let's shred, Sharky! Surf's up!
Our cause is as unwieldy.
Mainly because I forgot the builder. That's usually what
Into the
happens.
wind.
Transfixed.
Let's ride! Woohoo!
Hear me. Witness my rise. Overruled.
Shouldn't get careless. Onward, friends. Onward.
Navia would actually be pretty good to like actually build out someday.
Right here. Emerge. Right now.
I will have order.
Shine down.
Grow, grow, grow! The Temple of Wisdom!
Now you shall perish.
Your coming was foretold.
Order guide you.
Show them. Emerge. Right here. Nothing lasts forever. Right now. Emerge. Right here. Committed to memory. Yeah!
The eternal oasis at long last.
Torn to oblivion.
This is order.
Right now.
It's frozen in
Illusion
time.
shattered.
Yeah! I'm always watching. Right here. Right now. Right here. Let's play pretty little.
Now you shall perish.
So the one thing to remember with Raiden Shogun is that the first pull of her sword from her chest, which she's actually pulling it out of her heart, is what allows the first bypass of the enemy's defense. So you want to be close to the enemy in a certain circumference, and the first pull of the sword bypasses the enemy's defense. The first pull.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
This is where you fall.
I guess I wasn't paying attention when the Terror Plume was in there. In that list.
Surfboard! Surf's up! Check this out! That's the launch! Go as one!
Wind strider. Clouds high. The birds.
And dead.
Emerge.
Well,
right now.
knocked out.
Gather.
Committed to memory. Make yourselves at home.
Torn to oblivion.
Come on out. Emerge. Right
Oh,
now.
the slow rise there.
Solidify.
This guy always takes a while to like get up.
Grow, grow, grow.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Right now.
I will have order.
Let's play pretty little. The Temple of Wisdom.
Torn to oblivion.
He moves.
Right here. Right now. Right here.
There is no escape.
He always likes
Grow,
moving
grow,
every time.
grow.
Order guide you.
Every time I try to attack the Mego Kinki, he just teleports a little further than the attack that I'm trying to pull out. So you gotta chase him down all over again.
Into the wind.
Carving waves.
Need a surf. Everlasting as the moon. Overruled. I swear by my sword. Go as
Okay, I pulled off the fire on time.
Let's ride! Catch an epic wave! Whoosh!
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
my turn. This is where we fall.
You're almost dead, young sorry.
Emerge, right here. Emerge.
I kind of make it look easy. It's not easy. Thing's hard.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Ah, you flew off.
Shine down.
Show them, right now. Emerge. A sight to behold.
This is order.
Now you shall perish.
Hey, flew off again.
Come on out, right here. Emerge.
So when he sends out these enemies right here, you look for the one with the ring. That's the only one you attack.
Illusion shattered.
A minute to memory. Make yourselves at home.
Because once you defeat the one with the ring,
Inazuma shines eternal.
he becomes available to attack once more with the mechanical array.
Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Emerge.
Crumble.
There is no escape.
This may hurt a little. The Temple of Wisdom.
Yep. Okay, I guess I'm done. So the whole bonus that you get from it would actually make this much easier. Like the Blessing of the Abyssal Moon, all of this would actually make it easier, but I normally ignore it because of my idiocy. Mountain Ranger's marker. So if you want to see something, I do have Milani kind of built out, except for one artifact's not in the right one. So her weapon surfs up. The artifact set that I was going for was Obsidian Codex, which I think is the right one. How much C6 characters I have? I have no idea. Quite a few of them, but I don't know. So what I was aiming for was like crit rate, crit damage, and the other one being like HP, because I believe HP is the one that you want her to have, Milani. So it's mainly HP, although crit rate is, you know, pretty inviting for the circlet. Although you can't get crit rate as a major attribute for a goblet. Unless you can. I can't remember. But yeah, the goblet is the one that's incorrect because I have defense as a major stat. Yeah, they're all pretty good. It's just the goblet's a little bit messed up at the present time. So I figure like a lot more runs for the Obsidian Codex, I probably get it filled out. But you'll see I do have it 73%, 73.6% for crit rate and 212% for crit damage. It's just, man, if I can get this at 100% crit rate, it'd be a little bit better. And you'll see, she is not C6, so definitely not a character I have C6. But I did crown her her E skill and the burst. And I would probably crown this one too, just for the... because I like her as a character, personality-wise and whatnot. Yeah, I think 73 is good. I just like see an opening for something a little bit better. And that's what I'm trying to aim for. What I could show is Raiden Shogun. Because I do have her built out as well. So she has her weapon, the Engulfing Lightning. You want her to be in an energy battery. She's kind of like a battery for other characters. Because once you set the E skill, it kind of like helps be a battery for everybody. I don't have her built like 100% on the artifacts, because you'll see how this is defense as a major attribute. But I think it's like energy, recharge, elemental mastery, attack, and then crit rate, crit damage, like whatever you feel you can reach for. But it's definitely not the defense one. So I do have that one as incorrect. But the Emblem of Severed Fate is her set so far, unless it changed. A lot of these might have changed, because there are other artifacts in later nations that might be a better fit, or whatnot. And she is C6. Because I think her elemental burst for C6 was something that helped out quite a lot for her. I only crowned her burst, so I didn't crown her the rest of her things yet. Crit rate and crit damage are not the highest. Of course, because she's mainly meant to be a battery, so you'll see how her energy recharge is super high. By a battery, what I mean is the other characters are able to reach their burst a whole lot easier. She'll like build up their burst, and you can immediately go to them in like a full rotation of bursting. I have no idea. It's just somehow. Somehow in all these mixtures, it works. Major consideration that you would like is Kazuha, because of his ability to reduce elemental resistance on enemies. I think, if I remember correctly. So, his weapon, Freedom Sworn. And then Viridescent Veneer as his set. It's mainly like elemental mastery and attack. Show you Raiden top damage. You mean like in a fight? I'm kind of like a half whale, not like a full whale. Kazuha C6, yeah, no. You see 3. So I am missing three of the constellations. But you'll see how I was still using him in a Spiral Abyss, and he was helping to reduce the enemy's elemental resistance, like quite a lot. And I do have Z scale and burst maxed. You know, my eyes don't actually catch like quick enough, like on top hits with the character, so I don't normally know what their top damage ends up being, because my eyes don't catch it. Favorite character? No, it's actually Noelle. And everyone's gonna hate that. But I like Noelle for her personality and whatnot. Wherever she is in this list. I play this game just to, like, I don't know, relax or whatnot. Funny thing is, I don't have Carrara built.
Silly.
One.
Well, I have money, but I kind of like save up a lot. So it's like save up for certain things. It's all about budgeting, actually. Budgeting for certain things.
Mod.
There's Noelle. So Noelle, I made her steal Ito's weapon. The Red Horn Storm Thresher. And Novelet? No, I actually haven't built Novelet. And my Flutters has. Flutter's Novelet is actually probably stronger than most of my characters. Flutters has a lot more ability in her characters than I do. She actually is the one that taught me how to build a character. That's why I keep referencing Flutters, because she's the one that actually built my characters. And, like, allowing me to know how to do so. Because for Noelle, what you're aiming for the most is high defense, as high as your defense can get, because her attack is built out of her defense. So you'll see how defense is the major attribute in each of these. I was actually building her incorrectly the first time because I had attack percentages and whatnot. So Flutter's corrected me on that. Top DPS. Novelet? Well, I mean, I saw Kanich's level 1. Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Unless you want to get competitive, for the most part, just play for fun. Play how you feel you want to play. So, like, I like Noelle, and a lot of people hate Noelle, so I would get a lot of flack for it. But just play for how you feel you want to play. What I've been doing is I have been trying to build all of the characters up to at least level 70 so that they get ready for that one event. I forget what it's called in Mondstadt, the new one. The theater? Yeah, what I do is I have new characters be in timeout for a while. It's kind of like when you take in a new puppy and you have them in the gate for like a week or so. No, I'm joking. So what happens is I will have them at level 1 for a while until I remember that they're there. Then I'll be like, ah, right, I should have built them. And then that's what happens. That's how I actually start. I do. I save my money. I save my money in certain, like, budgeting stuff. Believe it or not, most of the money is actually saved up for the maintenance of the house we live in. So it's not just Genshin. So rest assured, I know to like budget for things that are important more so than that, than just Genshin. But you'll see with Carrara that some of the artifacts are still level 0 and like one of them's level 20, and then I didn't like fully build these out correct. And sometimes I'll leave these to be like this, so that Flutters comes around and she'll badger me on why I built it wrong. And then it'll also be a reminder as to why I built a character wrong entirely. But Carrara is C6, even though I didn't build her, which probably sounds very strange. Oh yeah, yeah, and if you're a free-to-play player, that's totally fine. It's actually good. It's actually more fulfilling, to be honest, because it will feel more so that you earned it. The certain things that I have paid for does not feel like I earned it. So sure, I can show it to somebody that I have certain characters as C6 because I got a little bit too excited, like I did for Arlecchino, but it doesn't feel like I earned it. So the whole free-to-play player, when you actually get the constellation yourself, as I did on some of the Milani stuff, Milani constellations, it felt more like I earned it. And how much money I spent? That's a secret. Although I do want to say that the shenanigans of this McDonald's and Genshin promotion thing for the US was quite the shenanigans. In that most people aren't getting their codes. And I can't even eat McDonald's. And they sent me to McDonald's to get a glider wings. I have no idea on how many C6 I got. I just got like a few. I mean, I guess I got a lot of C6s. Yeah, the riding. Do you want to see something particular? You know what? I'll bring Raiden in a fight, and you tell me if you can see the top damage or not, because my eyes always miss this. So... Besides, actually to get top damage for certain enemies, if you want to like a really high top damage, Xinkao, I always say the name wrong. Xinkao for his burst, Mona for her burst, and Bennett for his burst, they all kind of help you maximize a burst. And guess which characters I never built? Those three. But if you want to know how to maximize a top damage output, that's how you do it. You do it with their bursts. Bennett, Xinkao, or something, and Mona. The ID is in the lower right, I believe. But I am on the US server.
Right here. Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
Order guide you.
Show them. Right now. Right here. Committed to memory.
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
He stepped out of it before I could hit him.
A sight to behold. Right here, right now.
So unless you could see what the damage was and all of the flashy lights, I could never see it, so I have no idea. Black money? Like black market money? Oh, black market money. So if you want to see something, something that's probably like stupid that I like to do, I'll show you. $118K. Like damage? Boing. So right here, these two guys, if you jump towards the water, your character will do a dive every single time. Oh, how old I am? In 30s. So something to mess around with. The other one is if you're in your idle animation, and you can probably go to like the Monostat bridge and have somebody else playing with you, is go into your idle animation, and the heat of the idle animation lasts for quite a while. Be on the bridge, beyond the railing, go into your idle animation, and have the other character, the other player, hit you in the back with like Zhao's E-skill, and you'll fly off into the air. As long as the idle animation is lasting. That's the other fun thing you can do. Alright, so before I sign off, I'll show you one more thing. So in Sumeru, the Sumeru Desert, after you disable, well, I mean, no, I don't know if you want to disable him or not. Once you disable him from shooting at you at all times, you can actually have Paimon teleport you over into Monostat from this location as a glitch. I don't know if it's a glitch or not, but it's kind of like a reset, I suppose. I don't even know if they fixed it or not, so maybe they fixed it. So it's going to take forever to get over there. But it's kind of funny. So you know how Paimon will tell you to turn back every time you go out of bounds? Your whole deal is to go faster than Paimon. And then she'll automatically teleport you, because you didn't listen to Paimon. So Paimon will punish you by sending you straight back to Monostat. And you do that with Sayo. So you walk past the robot that shoots at you until you disable him. You kind of get into the out of bounds area. And then we'll see if this works or not, like it used to.
Can't touch me!
Oh, let's
Right
get rid
here,
of him first.
right now. Emerge.
This is order. Quake!
There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
Alright.
How about we explore the area ahead of us later? How about we explore the area ahead of us later?
You see how I'm in Monostat now?
When the weather's like this, just makes you wanna doze off for a while.
So Paimon will teleport you all the way over here. From all the way down here. Oh, UID is in the lower right. And the live stream will be available on this account, like, afterwards, so it'll be available at all times for the UID. Alright. Well, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time, okay? I gotta sign off now. Alright, bye. Take care.